To the Texas race for U.S. Senate, incumbent Senator Ted Cruz is facing off against Congressman Colin Allred.
And Cruz is hoping to secure a third term in office. Experts say that the race of Allred versus Cruz might even be closer than O'Rourke versus Cruz in 2018. At that time, Cruz won by 2.5%.
And of course, we have team coverage on this race for U.S. Senate. Alisa Nieves is in Dallas. She is live tonight covering the Colin Allred campaign.
But first, we want to go to Megan Reyna, who's in Houston following the Cruz campaign tonight. Megan?
Well, Henry, EC's just minutes ago, this crowd erupted in cheers after seeing on the big monitor some early results coming in showing that Cruz is leading Allred right now. We have 56% of those votes counted so far. So the crowd is really starting to gain some energy here. They're also cheering as they see President Trump be declared the winner in certain states. So there's a lot of energy out here right now. Not too much anxiety that I'm sensing. I know I mentioned that earlier. It really is a part. There you hear the cheers again. It really is a party-like atmosphere. There they are talking behind me, a news channel talking about the Texas Senate race. So that's why you're hearing them get so fired up right now. But, you know, we haven't seen Cruz yet. We haven't spotted him yet. He's expected to take the stage behind me at some point tonight. But again, you're hearing the crowd. They are pretty lit up right now. This race, though, that doesn't mean, like you're mentioning, that it won't be a tight one. The senator was campaigning even this morning, going on radio shows, trying to get those last-minute voters. And we know yesterday he went all across Texas. He was out in Selma near us speaking to a crowd of about 500 people. He traveled then up to Denton County in North Texas, where we know Colin Allred has been campaigning hard, his home in Dallas. And then he finally made his way yesterday to Cypress, Texas, near Houston, of course, as he was getting ready for today, spending most of the time, of course, here in his hometown in Houston. But he's really focused mainly on those rural areas in Texas throughout this campaign, areas that he has dominated in the past that brought him into victory against Beto O'Rourke back in 2018. As y'all were mentioning, that was a very tight race. There's also been a lot of money poured into this campaign. Both Cruz and Allred have raised more than $160 million, but Allred did out fundraise Cruz. And then we have seen a ton of political ads, of course, this campaign season. We know Republicans spent $68 million in ads. We saw mostly targets against Allred when it came to the transgender and sports issue. But then, of course, when it comes to immigration and the border control issue, Cruz really hit hard on that as well. But both candidates, of course, discussed that heavily. Cruz wanting to blame Kamala Harris and Allred for open borders. And that was a big part of his message in Selma that we even heard yesterday. He still was pushing for those voters to get out there, for everyone to get out there and vote. And also a big push in his campaign has been for the presidential election as well. So all eyes here, really, I think that there might even be more anxiety tonight rather for the presidential election than this Senate race. But of course, right now it is still close. Cruz is still leading. 56% of the votes are in so far, according to our reporting. We're going to continue to keep our eyes as those results pour in. And again, the senator at some point will take the stage behind me, and we're just waiting to see if that will be a victory speech or not. Henry, you see?
All right, Megan, we hear the chants and the cheers right behind you with those results still coming in. And obviously, as you mentioned, Cruz leading right now, Allred here in Texas at 52% to 46%. Have you had a chance to talk to the supporters out there? Take us there to the room. We hear the chants. What are they saying and what are they feeling going into tonight now that we've had those results come in?
So I'm being completely honest with y'all. We have been trapped because there are a ton of media here. I mean, because a lot of eyes, of course, are on this race with what it could do for Congress, could possibly determine who controls Congress. So we have really been kept to a small area. There is a ton of focus, of course, on this race. But from what I'm seeing, because I'm still looking around, I'm reading the crowd, this was a free ticketed event, but a free event. You had to RSVP, but there are all kinds of supporters out here. They're already holding up signs. We're seeing veterans for Ted Cruz signs. There's just a lot of energy. You're seeing families. You're seeing children out here. People taking photos with their families. So, I mean, it really is a family environment, a lot of energy, and they expect to be out here for quite some time. And this could go on until 11 tonight, potentially. So we'll see what happens. Again, we're waiting to hear from the senator, and I'll try my best to get past the crowd of media because, again, a lot of media out here as well because of just the stakes that are involved in this race specifically.
At some point, you're going to have to post those pictures online of the media staging area. I think our viewers would like to see that too. It's very interesting and just speaks to the interest in this race. Thank you so much, Megan.
We know it's tough. We've been there before. It's very tough to navigate. So now let's go to downtown Dallas, where Congressman Colin Allred's watch party is underway at the Longhorn Ballroom.
The three-term congressman believes a victory is within reach tonight. He's hoping to get the first statewide Democratic win in 30 years. Our Alicia Nieves is following the campaign. She joins us live tonight. Alicia?
It's going to be short, so they were prepared. Oh, we do.
Well, Henry Nieces, I'm so sorry your sound just went out on me. Yes, we are at the Longhorn Ballroom just south of downtown Dallas, and we just heard our first round of applause for Olivia Juliana. She is the co-chair for Young Texans for Allred, and it was a whole lot of cheers in this room.
My late father was in World War II, and I think about all the struggles he went through. After the war, he didn't get benefits, and he had to struggle. And I think about my grandfather and my mom and my grandmother, and I think about the next generation. It's not about me. And sometimes we have to, God using me as a vessel, we got to fight for each other. Democracy.
Okay, we do apologize for those technical issues, but we're back. So Colin Allred has been saying that 12 years has been long enough for Ted Cruz. He says Ted Cruz has had the opportunity to take action on our biggest issues like the border, and he says that nothing has been done. So he says it's time to send Ted Cruz packing, and a win for Allred. He says it won't just be a win, it doesn't mean a win for him, rather. It doesn't mean a win for the Democrats. It means a win for our state. So he went block walking this morning where it all began here in Dallas. He thanked his supporters at a phone bank. Each supporter made 150 phone calls today, just like the woman, Pauline Tatum, who you just heard from. Allred took the stage saying we all deserve a senator who cares about all 30 million Texans. He's a fourth-generation Texan raised by a single mother. He spent a lot of his childhood in Brownsville as well as Dallas, where he grew up. He was captain of the football team at Baylor. He played NFL football. He was a civil rights attorney, and he said all of this today to thank Texas because Texas gave him a chance, and he wants to serve in return. In most appearances, Allred makes sure to mention 2021, when the power grid failed. He said that we don't have to have a senator who goes to Cancun when we need him the most. We need someone who will roll up their sleeves and get to work. We asked the congressman in his press conference at the volunteer phone bank today what his biggest challenge is going into tonight.
Everybody's got to vote, and every Texan has to know that their voice matters. Every vote will matter. It doesn't matter where you are in our state. It doesn't matter if you have a competitive local race. This race will be, and we need your vote. We need your voice. This is not one that you wouldn't sit out. You wouldn't let somebody pick your Netflix playlist for the next 6 years. Don't let them pick your senator.
Allred has experience beating a high-profile incumbent. In 2018, he defeated Representative Pete Sessions to enter Congress as representative for the 32nd Congressional District of Texas. If elected, Allred will become our state's first black senator. So again, at the Longhorn Ballroom, we are expecting Allred in possibly about an hour. He will be joined by his wife, Allie, and it's standing room only at this point. All the seats behind me are taken. They are full. So lots of energy in the house tonight. They're paying close attention to the numbers, and we will keep you posted if we have any developments. For now, live in Dallas, Alicia Nieves, KENS 5.
Thank you, Alicia. We'll check in with you a little bit later this evening. Let's turn now to some congressional